You need me for something?
Victim of the recent attack, please remain calm. UC Security has everything under control.
The scan is perfectly safe. Please.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
There's been an incident.
It's done. Let's head home.
I will be monitoring everyone's vitals, for morale in the lodge has been measurably reduced. Captain, I will proceed to my assigned post.
If I may, I know our encounter with the Hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that Unity. Do you remember that? Exactly. Somehow. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas's speeches.
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that answers are out there and... Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but... It's right here in the city, just a block or so from the lodge.
There's no harm in gathering more information. A visit to the Sanctum might actually be quite enlightening.
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about this feels... I'll meet you over there.
We can pay to fix the damages, but, well, some things are irreplaceable.
No more Starfield have shown up. Yet.
If something's on your mind, you can tell me. I should start charging for my services.
There are worse ways to spend a day than talking.
Keeper Aquilas, can we have a moment?
Ah, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But keep...
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
Keeper, we were hoping to talk to you about Unity.
You want to subject your friend here to one of our talks, Mateo? If you...
No, that's not exactly what I meant. Keeper, when you talk about Unity, well, Does it mean anything?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside. Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly...
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuation.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond... We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but... In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the... Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story. The Enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully she'll be willing to...
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up, and I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on the gnat. Ah, I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
Ah, if it isn't my Sarah, good to see you. Listen, I smoothed over that incident between Matteo and Rosa at the Sanctum.
I'd hardly call it an incident, more of a debate, really. But I appreciate it just the same.
Not a problem. In the meantime, maybe you could tell him to take it down a notch.
Can do. Thanks again, Sergeant.
Hey, now funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight traffic as it is.
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
Perhaps you should hear us out before you decide to cast judgment.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made. That is the truth.
Anything you could tell us would be tremendously helpful.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent. He does not... But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan, that is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent... Then we are done. Leave me.
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course. Look, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you. The fact that you risked your life to save me, I don't know what to say. Well, yes, of course. But that's beside the point. My only wish is that my rescue hadn't come at the expense of Barrett's life. He was one of my closest colleagues and a cherished friend. He always knew how to make me laugh. I'll miss him dearly. I really wish I could believe that. Our charter at Constellation has always been to analyze the unknown, but rarely at the expense of our members' lives. Yet all the while, I've been cavalier about taking risks and pushing the boundaries. not appreciating the true cost of my actions. Had I not pushed so hard to pursue the Starborn, perhaps none of this would have happened at all, and Barrett would... Of course I can. Damn it! Why is this happening to us? We're explorers. Our curiosity pushes us to seek answers to life's mysteries. It's one of the core traits of humankind. Yet in return, this is what the universe throws at us. Beings from God knows where who are trying to murder us. Why? What have we done wrong? No. I refuse to allow Barrett's death to be attributed to bad luck. It isn't fair. The question is, where do we go from here? Do we stop exploring? Stop pushing the boundaries? Take a more aggressive posture towards the universe? I don't know where to begin. Agreed. I just hope it's enough caution that we don't leave ourselves open to another attack. Well, I suppose that's all I had on my mind for now. Oh, it was a relief to... I'm sorry I got so angry. But I assure you, it's nothing personal. You're the only one I feel comfortable talking with about these things. Good. Because I expect this won't be the last time I intend to cry on your shoulder or scream in your face. Well, we have a long road ahead of us. I suppose it's high time we get back to work.
Hi. How you doing?
Contrary to what you might have heard, UC security personnel are good people. And Sergeant Yumi just happens to be an old friend.
You ask me, I got contacts all over. Stock may not be so reliable, but I got ways of getting things. Ugh, right. The boots. I hate to admit... She's the third customer to return the pair. The boots might really be cursed. I don't doubt it. Either way, it's... Hey, you're a pilot, right? Maybe you can do me... I've heard of a UC station at the far end of the galaxy. You go there and stash these boots in a crate, and I'll give you... Finally, someone to give these blasted boots the boot. Here, I'll have your credits for you when the job is done. Take the boots to the den. Absolutely. You need something else? I'll be here. All this stuff is legit. Promise. Happy to make a deal. Take your time. Hey, take it easy.
Trying to exercise more and eat healthier. But I feel like it'd help if I had a couple cheat days.
I know your type.
Sure. Okay.
Freewheeling space ace.
They say some xenobirds can sing a song only their mate can hear, so they...
Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything. Oh, you're not? Sorry.
We don't mean to be intrusive. Any information you could provide would be very...
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. Our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expense. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing. A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you really? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think, fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Besides what the Keeper would say about it, sounds like a gathering point. Or in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first at the beginning. Sorry, I couldn't be of more help, but that's about all I've got. Hope you find what you look.
I was thinking about getting some work done.
That pilot exam's coming up. I've been studying so hard. I haven't seen the sunset in days. My last night was last
There are always about a million things to do. And I'm
This space is a memorial to those lost during the
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second. What else did you learn? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else? Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certain. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the pilgrim. And from there, maybe you'll find the true... Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophy. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was... Ah, but what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force that brings things together. It is one of the great contradictions of belief. We feel the presence of something out there. So you think this word unity describes that divine unknowableness that the pilgrim...
Ancient humans thought the concept of gravity was miraculous. Until we know more about the unity, we also could be jumping to the wrong conclusion.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been...
Hey, what can I do for you?
fire up your hand scanner. I bet you'll find plenty here. That log. Whoever lived at this homestead seemed to have settled in for the long haul.
won't last much longer.
Damn it. I should have been more careful.
Target down. Bring it on. Running away, eh?
Eyes on the target.
ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Take him out.
This is the Freestar Collective vessel. At least we really showed ecliptic. My crew wants you to know how much we appreciate the help. Any way we can repay you? Of course. Thanks again for the help. Over and out. You have until I get bored to give us what we want, or we could use a vacation. If you're feeling generous, you could help us out. Or we could just dust your ship. Sorry, it's not on the menu.
Fire everything you got. Just trying to escape.
Listen up. You have until I get bored to give us what we want, or we're going to blow you into vacuum and take it anyway. You're running out of... We could use a vacation, if you're feeling generous. You could help us out. Or... Sorry. This is gonna be good.
Nice to see you.
Here to shoot the breeze?
Look at this world. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. Placed here for some sort of specific purpose rather than as an artistic statement.
Unbelievable. To move on. Scan any promising leads.
A lot of our systems are outdated. We really need an upgrade to the whole We get some bad storms around here from time to time. But right now, I'm more worried about our power situation. If the generator blows, it blows. It's not worth it. There's four. A lot of our systems are outdated. We really need an upgrade to the whole infrastructure. It blows. It's not worth it.
If you see anyone out there, tell them to get back inside.
Hey, you mind lending me a hand here? I could... Alright, so this generator is overheating, and worse, it's soaking up geothermal energy from underneath us. I'm working on a fix, but while I'm doing this, I need someone to head over to the station terminal and divert power to the other units. I've just routed power to the terminal, so it should be online. All you need to do is balance the power distribution. That'll ensure no one generator gets too much juice.
If you're searching them, make it quick.
hope you've calibrated that thing.
Hey, it's always a good day when you come around.
There's another Starborn here who is very interested in meeting you.
I can speak for myself. Constellation Ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us. I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace.
And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. You're one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want. Not a bad description, actually.
We'll explain when we meet. In person.
Let's just say they're very dedicated to stopping me from getting the artifacts. So if you don't trust me, well, they're your next best bet.
I know your encounters with our kind have not been pleasant, but we are here to talk, and you deserve answers.
Good. See, we can all get along. For now. Hello. Again. Do you remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise. Yes, we did. We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We're all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should. And who gets to say that? You? Me? The emissary? I have debated morality for near infinity, and all I have found are groups of people enforcing their will on others. Rules and laws spoken as principles, but backed by arms and violence.
Enough. We have more to discuss. The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
Not a relatively expendable Dusty anymore, are you? Look at where you've ended up. I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who ran to the Eye. I left you behind to protect the artifacts, and the Hunter killed you.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours. And that's the problem. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I attacked your lodge because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. As I have done countless times.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp? Oh, say what you really mean. That if what you're seeing is true, that means anyone can act the way I do. See things how I see things. You say I can't be the same man as Aquilus. You're really just talking about yourself. The real monster lives within us all, doesn't it?
You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides. Don't you understand what we're talking about? There's an infinite number of your friend out there in the multiverse. One is right over there. Besides, why fight me again when you don't have to?
I want a truce between all three of us. Give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine or the Hunter's?
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
Sure you have more? I'll tell you everything I can. It's not an easy experience to describe, but the Unity will speak to you, offer you the chance to become Starborn. You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were before will be gone. Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion, or is it testing us? Different? I never know who you are when I meet a new version. But so much of you stays the same. It's hard, but each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have its original you in it again, as yours won't have its real me. You've seen the terror the Hunter causes? Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, they get more artifacts, find more temples, gain more power. We can't let more like him abuse these gifts to destroy whatever's in their way. When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they create is called the Armillary. In many ways, it's a model of the multiverse itself. Through it, you can reach the Unity, and from there, you can become Starborn.
You might think the emissary is on your side, but your persistence is what forced them to tell you the truth. Remember that. Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. And I've won. I don't kill for the Unity. I find the easiest pathway to it. I've simply found that it's the quickest way. Talking, forming alliances, waiting for the right moment to commit theft. It's all so tiresome. I'll admit, you getting away has been the most interesting thing to happen in quite some time. As soon as I realized what had happened, I knew I needed to wait until this meeting with the emissary to decide what to do about you. To see what would happen, of course. You might not understand just how many times I've done this. Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, packing through Constellation. And it's almost never you. You making it to your ship on your own. That's new. I took it as a sign. I don't get many of those anymore. They enter the Unity, take artifacts from others, employ force. All the things I do. I am many things, but I would never tell anyone what to do with their gifts. That is your decision. The emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter. No, we always end up having this meeting at this time. But honestly, I was beginning to wonder why I kept attending. And it's a bad habit I started a long time ago. But you have provided something quite new to talk about. Maybe you're a random die roll.
Before you leave, I want to give you something. A way to another artifact, but also a lesson in how dangerous they can be. Seek the moon of old Earth. There are secrets there you must discover for yourself. Here, to open the way. Yes, I will say no more. And I am sorry we have not always been forthcoming. I hope you will see what I have seen. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure that they have gathered more information on the remaining artifacts in the fringes of space. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you have learned. But I will leave that to you.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis.
Painful memories or not, it's good to be home. Potter spends a fortune to maintain the lodge, but I'd say it's worth every credit.
Constellation has suffered losses before, although none quite so violent. Human understanding of physics has until now shown no indication that such a thing is possible. And yet, we have now encountered two individuals physiologically identical to unique humans we already know, possessing knowledge and technology that it seems improbable for them to otherwise have. It is indeed possible that they are telling the truth, that this unity does exist. More data is required. That would at least verify the assertion that the artifacts are necessary to reach the unity. Yes.
Hey, I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together to say goodbye. You know, to Barrett. Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Mateo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity. What? It can't be.
Our colleague is alive in some alternate dimension? Am I hearing this right?
Let's take a step back. This is everything we've been building towards, and the implications are a lot to take in. Could you explain the part about multiple universes one more time for everyone?
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
And that's why the Starborn want the artifact so desperately. They're the keys to unlocking the infinite.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or oblivion? Like the Hunter.
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second-guessing it?
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation. You're right. We have to see the unity for ourselves.
I know this has been a lot for everyone to take in, but we finally have answers. Let's make the best of them.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen. These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the hands of the Starborn. Catch a smile out there.
You forget how much you take a place like the Lodge for granted.
If you need time away from here,
Until it's threatened.
I'll understand. We all have to recover in our own way. You can tell me anything. You have no idea how badly I needed to hear those words. I love you.
Morale in the Lodge has been measurably reduced.
Don't mind me.
Constellation is no stranger to loss. Our own founder left on an expedition and never returned. It is easy to talk about the glory and excitement of breaching into the unknown, of lighting the darkness. But it is harder to stare into the face of the cost. That all of our progress is built on top of the lives of those who dared. And that we owe them the courage to continue our work in their memory.
Thank you, Sarah. If anyone else would like to say a few words. Thank you. If anyone else wants to say something.
Hey, how are you holding up? It's not really going to hit me until later. Right now, I just need everyone else to be okay.
Got nothing. So,
take some time for yourself, okay? Plenty of rooms to sit down in if you need to be alone for a while. We'll get through this. It might feel like everything's falling apart, but that's why we need to stick together.
Existence itself is a mystery which yearns to be uncovered.
Anytime.
What is goodness but a comparison to the good?
We should have a talk.
Everyone is in mourning. I understand, but I cannot quite share in their emotion.
Awe and wonder. It exists only in contrast to a simplicity so pure that it may only be understood as primordial and even divine. Our essence is what was imagined.
I have seen death. I have lost people I considered close.
What we consider mind,
but this is,
in fact, so far beyond our understanding.
It is not the same.
That even these
I cannot explain why. I am not sure I am making sense.
On a massive, searching sea. There's more, but those are the parts that speak to me the most.
Chat for a bit? Normally, I hate talking to people at funerals.
Thank you. Does anyone else want to say anything?
You don't believe in the afterlife, do you? I mean, this might be the worst time to bring it up, but... Yes. Won't we all? Well, I've taken up enough.
It almost feels wrong to be grieving. Selfish. It's just easier to feel guilty, if you'll excuse me.
Ah, yes. I remember you. The wedding. I was so happy for both of you. I wish the circumstances of my visit were better.
Occasions where it's hard not to look inward. Our friend is gone.
Unfortunately, this isn't the first Constellation funeral I've been to. After 35 years, I hope you don't mind me saying, but I feel numb just thinking about it. I was the one who invited Barrett to join.
Then that is the good that comes from...
Exactly the same as when you met him, I bet.
Humanity.
Oh, smiles. Saying just the wrong thing at just the right. You don't mentor someone like Barrett as much as you let him go and try to contain the damage later, eh?
Let us take responsibility for it.
Ah, yes. I officiated his wedding. Ah, young Irvin. I told him he was signing up for I bet relationships in Constellation are still messy, aren't they?
Yes.
We're more of a family than an organization. It makes the losses sting harder. But I hope it means the time you had together. Oh, yes. I was Sebastian Banks's protege. If that gives you any idea of how long I was part of our little club. Knew him, argued with him, tried to carry on his memory when he... Sebastian will be back tomorrow, we always used to say. He never mentioned that. I suppose he didn't want to talk about it after what happened.
I hope this is all okay. Between fixing things up and sending out messengers and... Good. Sorry, if I talk any longer, I'm gonna start crying.
Take care of yourself. A loss is always hard. Constellation will get through this together, like always.
I am told these types of gatherings are a sad occasion. That assumption appears to be correct. I appreciate you verifying my analysis, although I am certain my thanks will do little to improve your. If you would like, though, I can add some consoling language to my It will take some time to adapt, but it will be okay. How was that? I will note that feedback for later.
Hi. No. And don't keep asking. Everything's worse now. So many people here. So many people saying goodbye. Is this supposed to make everything okay? It's just... it doesn't change anything. I just feel like I want to be a million light years away from everyone. I want to be...
I am reminded of how different Constellation works compared to what I am used to.
Is it quieter in the lodge, or is it just me? Death is a bastard. Comes for us all. You know, there's an old Aquila story about two pioneers who got lost trying to find a new frontier to settle. One of them takes ill. Clear he's not gonna make it, he turns to his partner and says, "Don't bury me. Let the ground take what it's due. I'd rather be a ghost chasing after you than walk through the pearly gates knowing an eternity of loneliness until you get there." Sad story, huh? You look after yourself. When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
This is harder than I expected.
Drink? Pour one out to the blackest sea? Two old friends. May their ghosts go past the edges of space, to the great beyond. I...
I am sorry. My head is swimming.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Forgive me for pulling you aside again, but, well, there's so much to process right now. The emissary, the hunter, the unity, an entire multiverse. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it all. I don't know where to begin. The fact that we, are the origin of the Starborn. Humans literally reborn by entering the Unity. The same, yet different. It's unbelievable. I feel like most of the knowledge we've amassed in the last few centuries about the universe has just been made obsolete. Yes, that's exactly right. Humans are clearly a victim of their own success. We've been pushing further and further outwards from our home, when we should have spent more time being prepared for the consequences. Our current problem relates closely to the nature of humans as a species. This rushed curiosity. But it has made a difference. Here we are, caught in the middle of some sort of needlessly violent crusade. You'd think that a technologically advanced society would have evolved past pet. It almost makes me wonder if entering the Unity has done them more harm than good. No, that's not it at all. When you pass into whatever lies beyond, we don't know what will become. Will you remember your life as you knew it? Will the hunger to collect the artifacts consume your life? I'm just as curious to find out what's on the other side as well. But that's not the point. As the chair of Constellation, I want all of us to have this opportunity to explore the Unity. However, after we enter the Unity, we'll likely evolve. You and I, as we stand here right now, will essentially cease to exist. The honest truth is that, well, you're the love of my life, and I can't bear to lose you. I'm not sure. I'm guessing based on what... Even if I accompany you into the Unity, the question still remains. Would we know each other anymore? Even if we did, part of what I do as chair of Constellation is weigh the costs of our expedition. I know. Damn it. I know. Listen. I realize nothing that I say is ever going to change your mind or diminish the enticement of this incredible opportunity. All I ask is that you research the facts before you blindly stumble. Thank you. Well, I suppose I've ruined the moment again, haven't I? I'm getting quite good at that lately. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Just think what we discussed. I know I will.